side, today serves Africa, today serves India, today serves Pakistan, today serves China, today serves almost every top country in the world uses Jebel Ali as a re-export city. So they built it in the 70s when they didn't have the need, and this is what infrastructure talks about. So when they continue their infrastructure, when people were talking about the metro, they're like, who needs the metro in Dubai? People don't need metros. People like driving their cars. Petrol is cheap. Cars are so big. Today, you sit on the metro, you can't even get a place on there. Today, because of this money,
people been transported since it was open in 2 years.
You put me on the spot. Million. I mean, they say. I think in the first year they had about 7 million people on the metro. I mean, you can't get a space on the metro. The road networks, I mean, they're full. Today, we're a front-runner city in Expo 2020. The only reason why Dubai is even considered as a front-runner, I mean, the last Expo that was held in Shanghai, a population of more than 1.3 billion people. We're a city of, I think, like 2 million people. Most of us expats. Today we're being considered as a front-runner city for Expo 2020. And what Dubai, when it gave its presentation, said, listen, you guys are talking about Russia, you guys are talking about Brazil, you guys are talking about anything. No place in the world has an infrastructure or the ability to take 25 million people through immigration to their point, out of their point, as we do. And as you guys probably experienced it as you guys came to the airport, you came to the hotel, been going in and out of the city. The ability to move in and out of the city is just phenomenal. Like I said, majority of infrastructure projects have not stopped, and even today, as Dubai continues to build itself out of the recession, and it's now, time has changed a little bit, and things are going a lot better. Infrastructure projects continue, roads continue to expand. We're building a tram line that basically goes all the way around the marina because we realize that we need this public transport. 2012 has been a phenomenal year for Dubai. It's a very small city, but we've seen real estate values increase tremendously. CB Richard Ellis Jones line celebrated Dubai as one of the top 5 cities to invest in 2012. It surpasses many cities in the world. We have a lot of interest coming back in Dubai from both individual investors. We have a lot of interest coming back to Dubai. And now, for the first time, we have fund managers that are coming in and saying, you know what, let's start looking at Dubai. We have larger banks, for example, Standard Chartered has built their own building. I mean, they realize Dubai's central location, serving Africa, serving Dubai, is something they want to be a part of. They've taken a massive building. You have GE Capital, you have GE that's looking to expand in Dubai. You have funds that are looking to buy hotels in Dubai. I mean, we have average occupancy for hospitality in Dubai is 77% citywide. In certain areas of interest, such as your top beach hotels or in your downtown, average occupancy year on year is close to 95 to 96%. There's probably no other city in the world or any other hotel that can boost such high occupancy rates. We have 50,000 hotel rooms in Dubai, yet they're able to fill them up. Again, tourism is an extremely important part of Dubai. And that tourism feeds into trade, it feeds into real estate, and that can be given, the advantage can be given to only one single entity, which is Emirates. There's no other airline in the world that connects any city the way Emirates does. I used to fly to the US, I used to fly almost exclusively, I used to fly United. Today, wherever I fly Emirates. Whether I'm flying to the US, whether I'm flying to Southeast Asia, whether I'm flying to Africa, I mean, nobody connects Africa the way Emirates does. It connects, for example, it connects places that you couldn't even get to in a two-stop flight. For example, you ever wanted to go from London to Harare, you probably had to fly to Addis, or you had to fly to Nairobi, catch another flight. Today, you have a direct flight that connects you to Harare. And for example, when they connected that flight, the demand was not there. But today, because they connected it, they opened Zimbabwe up for people coming to, so you have traders that come from Zimbabwe to Dubai, who buy goods from Dubai, go back to Zimbabwe, and they've gone from an occupancy level of that flight, it used to be in the 30 to 40%. Today, that flight flies back and forth. So that's Dubai's, and all of this feeds back into real estate. You have people coming here, they come here for tourism, they come here for trade, they always end up looking at real estate. The very, very important thing, guys coming from, developing, very well-developed countries, Dubai is extremely cheap. People actually cannot, for people coming in from London or coming in from Singapore or coming in from you know, the US, anywhere in the world. I mean, fine, we're not the US, we're not Singapore, we're not London, but from a pricing perspective, Dubai is extremely cheap. I mean, we're trading about $250, $500 a square foot. I mean, that's a percentage to what New York trades at. That's a percentage to what London trades at. That's a percentage to what Singapore trades at.
That's a minimalism compared to Hong Kong.
Compared to, we're a drop in the ocean to compare what Hong Kong trades at. Nobody's saying that, you know, fine, we're not a Hong Kong, we're not a Singapore, we don't have 1.3 billion dirham, 1.3 billion population neighbor. But we are a world-class city in terms of infrastructure is concerned. So for example, a lot of people are coming in and are looking at this pricing and saying, you know what?